Greetings! As we all know, we now live in a digital age, one that gives us the tools to learn everything that has ever passed through the human mind. But how do we acquire this knowledge if we do not know how to access it? Well, that is where the digital literacies come into play. During the last few years, and especially during the pandemic we are facing, I have witnessed from different people, including myself, how acquiring new literacies is completely necessary to learn. Today my purpose is to tell you how acquiring new literacies is fundamental to have a good performance in this new context of e-learning. To start this presentation, I will talk about what are new literacies and what differences them from other types of literacies. Later, I will mention why it is necessary to acquire new literacies, skills, and to finish up, I will present some benefits that their incorporation has. Let's begin by defining literacies. In the most basic form, literacy means being able to read and write, but most say that its definition is simplistic, since according to UNESCO, it also involves being able to identify, understand and interpret, create and communicate using printed and written materials. The type of literacies just presented is called traditional literacies. For several years it has been the only necessary knowledge to learn, but what happens with the incorporation of e-learning? Well, here the new literacies appear. There are new forms of competence made possible by the usage of digital technology. These new literacies that arise from new technologies include things like text messaging, social networking, and podcasting, video making, among many others. These digital technologies alter and extend our communications abilities and have become essential in the last years. Let us now look at the main reason why acquiring new literacies is essential. Nowadays, first, we're talking about the digital world. We encounter a prevalent issue among the youth in spite of being digital natives and knowing all the ins and outs of most digital media, especially for entertainment. They tend to be unaware of the potential this new tech has for learning. For example, have seen plenty of times how some students have an outstanding knowledge of social media but are completely unable to use PowerPoint. This situation that is accentuated during the current pandemic and social isolation, where e-learning has become the protagonist, shows us the importance of acquiring new literacies. That brings us to the last part of this presentation, the benefits of acquiring new literacies. There are quite some benefits, but one of the most important is related to the narrowing of socio-economic divide between the higher and lower classes, since having a set of new literacy skills contribute to the readiness of students regarding their educational future with their upbringing being a relevant issue. This means that these new literacies are useful and relevant now as they will be for a student in the future, where they will help this person become a better prepared and more competent professional. Finally, I would like to recap what was addressed today. First, we have talked about what are new literacies, about the reasoning behind why acquiring new literacies is important, especially in today's context, and also about the main benefits of acquiring new literacies. After all I have talked about, I urge you to consider these benefits. You will see how your learning process will be more advantageous. Having this in mind, I beg of you, be proactive, learn new literacies. You will not regret it.